Hi, my name is Kathy. I want to welcome you to day one of our 30-day ab challenge. And I'm going to show you the moves for day one. And I'll be posting videos for you throughout the rest of the month just to show you the movements and to kind of give you the modifications as well as the progressions if you need them. Don't worry if you fall somewhere in the middle. Just go ahead and find what works for you that day and do your best with it, okay? If there's a move that you're not sure of and you haven't seen a video that I posted yet, go ahead and feel free to Google, look on YouTube. You can find so many movements and exercises and how-tos on there. So I'm going to start day one off first, right? And we're going to do our sit-up. So what I want you to do is go ahead and lie down on your mat. If you haven't already done the moves, you're going to lie down on the mat. You're going to place your feet down about hip distance apart. Your knees are separated. And I want your lower back pushed down into the floor. So I'm going to show you a tendency, which is something is a no-no, is when you arch your back, so you're pushing your tailbone and your shoulder blades, and you can slide your hand all the way under your back. That's not good. Okay, so what I want you to do is do the opposite. Take your hands on your hip bones, and I want you to feel them lift as we squeeze the abs, lift the tailbone, and pull the belly into the spine as we lower the back of the floor. Now I can't get my hand underneath my back because it's flat against the back floor, okay? So this is where you want to be. It's like you're really kind of tightening all the muscles in the abdominals, and you're keeping the back down into the floor. You're bracing the core to really protect yourself so that you're not going to harm yourself, okay? And just feel the hip bones lift slightly, but your tailbone is down and your hips are grounded. Yes? Okay, we're starting hands on the thighs. So first level is all you're going to do is you're just going to lift your shoulder blades off the floor, keeping your chin away from the chest. You're just going to lift up, breathe out, and breathe in as you come down. That's one, okay? The higher you can go just means you're a little bit stronger. It doesn't matter. If you can get all the way off the floor and you can go into a full sit-up, then go ahead and do that. But I'm going to show you something that I don't want you to do, okay? So watch my feet. Okay, that's a really ugly one, but I just really wanted you to see, I don't want your feet lifting. So if you have a problem with keeping your feet on the floor as you try to come up like that, see, that's not as ugly, but my feet still lifted. So I don't want to do that. I want to really challenge myself on a come up. I'm still feeling it, even though I'm not all the way lifted. You don't have to lift all the way up, okay? So it's kind of a misconception that you have to do a full sit-up to be able to work the core. You're still going to get a good workout. So remember, lower back down, tilt. So lift, squeeze, tighten. Hands here. We're going to do 15. Exhale up, inhale down. Let's go. 1, inhale. 2, chin away from the chest. Inhale. 3, inhale. 4, 6, pause at the top. Relax your shoulders. Smile. Sometimes we get too serious. And you have 5 more. Can you reach the kneecaps? And 2 more. 1 more. Contract. Can you feel that tight? I can feel it. And relax. Next move are going to be our crunches. Okay, so those are sit-ups modified. We're going to take the fingers, place them right behind the head, kind of right outside of your temples. What I don't want you to do, you probably did way back when, is clasp your fingers and place them behind your head so you're crunching your neck into your chest. Ow, very bad for your neck. Not really going to help you very much at all. It's going to harm you. So I want you to take your hands and just kind of cradle the head in the fingers. And I want you to open the elbows wide. What I don't want to see either is here. Okay, can't see my face anymore. Take those elbows, open it up. You want to be able to open up the chest, elbows wide, and keep them there. So we want to engage again. So remember that tilt? Tilt. Did you see that? Yeah, I want you to feel it. Can you feel yourself? Tilt. Yes, tailbone lifts, abs tight, lower back on the floor. So all we're going to do now is raise and crunch and hold it. It's not very high. It's exhale, chin away from the chest, hold it, come down. Do it again, 4 more. Crunch your abs, tailbone lifts, and down. Are you pausing? 2 more. And 1 more time. And down. So you see, the slower you go, the more you can really feel the crunch and the movement. And if you pause, you're going to really be able to work a little bit more effectively than just swinging through the movements, okay? So last move here on our back is the leg lifts. So we're going to come up with the legs over your hips. So beginners, you can start with your knees bent, or if you just have tight legs, tight hips, just go ahead and keep the knees bent. Those of you that don't feel this enough, you're going to straighten out your legs, okay? You choose, it doesn't matter. Okay, option 1, 2 is to slide your hands right underneath the sides of your hips so that you're pushing your tailbone into the floor. Now I'm not coming up so high that I'm lifting my tailbone up, so I'm just kind of at the side of my hips, so my tailbone is still grounded, but it's actually helping support my lower back into the floor. I'm able to really tighten here, lower back is still off the floor. Okay, level one, again, knees are soft. If you don't need that, hands can be at the sides, all right? So I just like to do it, it just helps me. I've always done it. It's not gonna harm you one way or another. Make sure that you're tightening it up. So first thing, we're gonna just feel like we're stamping the ceiling with the bottoms of our feet. So we lift the hips and we lift the feet to the ceiling. So it's up and down. Now what I want you to do, instead of this, a lot of people, you know, we could do like 100 of these. We're like, yeah, I'm working my abs. I can have a total conversation. I'll tell you, I went to the mall yesterday and I bought some shoes. You're not doing anything. You're just moving your body around and wasting your time. What I want you to do, not be able to have a conversation, maybe, you know, answer in a short answer while you're working, but you're not going to be able to have a conversation. So what we're going to do is flex the heels, flex the feet, and up and down. See the difference? I can't really talk because I'm breathing and I'm really focused on tightening here. So that's level one, knees bent or straight. Level two, you're going to do the same lift. Doesn't have to be a big lift. It could be a little lift, okay? After the lift, we go right into the extension of the legs. Now, my back never lifts off the floor, and if I can't go that low, I stop halfway or anywhere, or I don't do that lowering at all. Okay, you choose. So it's only 5. But I want you to focus in. I don't want the feet passing the face as it comes up. Okay, I want you to try to keep it straight. I know I come forward a little bit, so I'm even trying to better that, but straight up and then down. That's my lower back on the floor. Straight up and down. So like you're peeling the spine off the floor. 3, keep your lower back and upper back on the floor. Or middle back, sorry, one more. That one kind of went a little bit over my head, but bring your knees in, give yourself a big hug, release that lower back. And I'm gonna have you turn to the side or roll yourself up, coming into plank. I'm gonna grab my phone, show you plank position, and then we're done. 10 seconds, that's it, all right? So what I want you to do is take your forearms to the floor, okay? Separating your hands, palms on the floor, elbows under your shoulders, toes tuck under, engage your core, tighten, and then raise your knees and drop your hips and slide your chest slightly forward over your forearms. So this is plank. This is not a plank. This is a little mountain of a pose. This is not doing what I want you to do. And also, this is not a plank. I'm straining, I'm dropping my hips, and putting a lot of pressure on my lower back. So we're only holding it for 10 seconds. If that's too hard, you lift and you drop the knees. But you see that my hips aren't moving, it's my knees. So it makes it a little bit easier. And if you really need to drop it and relax, take a break and then come back up. So you can drop and then pop back up. But make sure that you're not straining as you drop. Okay, we're gonna do 10-second hold and that's it, we're done. Day 1 will be over. Are you ready? Forearms down, give me that tuck. Ready? Lift your knees, lower the hips in line with the shoulders. I started the timer, go. So stay in a straight long line from the back of your heels to the top of the head. 8, 9, and 10. Drop. You made it. So you can push yourself up. Let's open up the knees a little bit, stretch back into child's pose. Just relax. And then come up and smile. You made it through day 1. That's not too bad, right? So I'll see you all day 2 tomorrow. Have a great day.